My wife is outside with the kids right now, and the weather looks like it is changing rapidly, so hopefully we don't get interrupted. I'm going to try to bust this out pretty quick. This is something I have followed for a while. Polysign was a very secretive project. They didn't really say a whole lot about exactly what they were doing for a while. So let's go over this. The opportunity of a generation. The mission at Polysign is to drive global use of digital assets by building best-in-class infrastructure that enables institutions to secure and transact in digital assets across the capital markets and payment sectors. So, it's a proprietary blockchain technology, And if you look at the architects, Arthur Brito and David Schwartz, I'm sure you know those names, they have designed its technology engine for securing assets. It's a third generation blockchain. It's breaking new ground with patent and systemic security that enables best in class storage. So you'll see some of these people that are on here. You have Jack McDonald. This guy's from BNY Mellon, which is huge. Previously of Ripple, still at Ripple. One of the foremost civilian cryptographers in the U.S. Keep in mind, David Schwartz worked for CNN and the NSA on cloud server technology stuff. And then, Arthur Brito, of course, who helped get everything where it is with Ripple. So the reason why I'm showing you this is because Standard Custody has received its license to operate as a New York State chartered trust last week. It's the first digital asset firm to receive approval on a de novo application for a New York Trust license. And what's interesting, it wants to build out a custody service for institutions without ever offering an exchange service, which they think would differentiate it from all the all-in-one giants. So they just want to be able to hold your crypto safely. Well, institutions' crypto safely, not necessarily ours, but just days after licensing, the firm announced the close of a $53 million Series B round for its parent firm, Polysign. Cohen Digital Asset Company led the round with a $25 million strategic investment. The two will also partner with Polysign, providing digital asset custody solutions for Cohen clients through the newly licensed trust arm, Standard Custody. Polysign is looking to fill a gap in the custody space. Everyone else is trying to do the all-in-one services. You're talking about hedge funds, escrow services, all kinds of other stuff. It's pretty cool. Being a big fan of Ripple as I am and involved in XRP, this got my attention when I started seeing this. A while back, Ripple also applied for a business license out in Wyoming, which is where Kraken has set up, because the way the legislation has been ran out there is very friendly to crypto. There's not a lot of hurdles out there compared to a lot of other places in the States. So seeing Ripple, a lot of speculation was that maybe they were going to apply for a charter, become a lender of last resort, some type of banking situation. Well, now the same people involved with Ripple, looks like they have went ahead and through a third party done the exact same thing with Polysign. So I just find it all interesting. I talk about HBAR a lot. People ask me about them all the time, and I thought this was great. So Project New Dawn, a digital cash infrastructure for all. I've read this thing. It's pretty cool. I'm going to put a link in the description of the video if you guys want to check it out, the white paper. The paper introduces the digital cash infrastructure framework to Congress and the Federal Reserve. So, you just think about that. It's could be a big deal, and you guys know that this is pretty much my number 2 holding. I talk about it all the time. So just wanted to show you guys that. Here is the white paper. It goes through central bank digital currency as digital cash, economic policy and impact, monetary policy and impact, technical considerations, advisors' insights, yada, yada, yada. Has stuff about the contributors. They talk about the vision of creating a digital infrastructure that is accessible to everyone to enable economic growth for the over 60 million Americans underserved by the current banking system, and to increase speed, convenience, and ubiquity of electronic payments for the general population. So, as you can see, they got some pretty big ambitions. We'll just scroll through this. Like I said, I'm not going to go over the whole thing, but it kind of shows you, they have some diagrams that kind of show you how the taxonomy of money will work, and I think it's super exciting. Like I said, HBAR is, let's see, we got some people here. I actually hadn't been down this far before. I might have to go back and look some of these people up. But what I was about to say is Hedera, the reason why when I found out about them just through being all over the internet is these are the people who own and govern it as of now. From what I understand, every few years the governing council will change. You cannot serve more than 2 terms consecutively, which I think is awesome. I think they're really trying to keep the democratic quote-unquote process intact. You got Avery Dennison, Boeing, Deutsche Telekom, Google, IBM, Standard Bank, LG. I mean, it's, I'm not going to make this an all-out HBAR video, but I just wanted to revisit that. Another one that I've been telling you guys about is XDC. I have shown this wallet before. XDC, or not XDC, the token, but the company R3 was at one point partnered with Ripple. They went their separate ways. Apparently, I think R3 didn't meet some part of the contract. But anyway, the settlement wound up in them having somewhere between $250 and $400 million worth of XRP, I believe is what the leaked paper from the SEC said. So anyway, they didn't have a token at first. XRP and XLM were already tokenized. They kind of followed up on the back end of things, and they're like 5-6 cents right now. It's very similar tech to Ripple and XLM, I think, or XRP, excuse me. I think it's a huge one. I think it's very undervalued. It's super new, so it's, look at the comparisons here. I mean, you look at the energy consumption, you can't even have that conversation. Smart contracts support 2 seconds with finality. The fee is ridiculously low, and the transactions per second are blowing this out of the water. And I want to be clear, a lot of the new cryptos, Cardano, some of these other ones, a lot of them boast some really impressive stats in comparison to the first and second generation. So I'm not saying that this is automatically the best because of this. I just happen to be a fan of the payment space utility tokens. I think that it's a really big thing, and if any of these companies get their foot in the door like they want to, I mean, it is on. From what I understand, it is a hybridized blockchain, which I'm not 100% sure what that means, but you can get their ZenFin wallet. You can stake directly to the network. There's some more of their partnerships and stuff like that. It shows you everywhere they've been featured and all that. All kinds of videos on here. Got a lot of information. I really like this company. Let's just play this. I played this for you before. We'll do it again.
What is ZenFin? ZenFin stands for Exchange Infinite. It is the next generation of the global computer network, connecting communities and enterprises around the globe using blockchain technology. The network is powered by its native fuel, called ZenFin Digital Contracts, or XDCs. ZenFin is a first-of-its-kind hybrid blockchain network. It combines the power and transparency of public blockchains with the security and speed of private networks. A permissioned consensus mechanism replaces the wasteful, energy-intensive mining, making XDC essentially mining-free. So how does hybrid work? The network has a public state that is shared by all members. Additionally, enterprises can host private subnetworks. So with Enterprise A and B, each will have the public state plus their own unique private state. The public state can be used to share basic data securely and transparently across the XDC network. The private state can be used to protect sensitive or financial data from the outside world. The XDC protocol can work as a messaging and confirmation layer for domestic or cross-border approved payments. Or the XDC token can be used as a payment and settlement layer, supported by approved financial institutions. With secure and audited smart contracts and IoT integration, the XDC protocol facilitates real-world contracts and transactions. Come, join the XDC community.
So yeah, that's pretty much what XDC is all about. Here's the article that refers to that. This is a little bit older. I think the settlement was in 2019, I bet, but it says that an internet software firm exercised an option to buy 1 billion XRP in 2019, and since we don't know when they sold them, at the writing of this article, it could have ranged anywhere from there to there. The R3 dispute related to R3's allegedly unfulfilled marketing obligations, for which it was granted an option to buy up to 5 billion XRP at 85 cents. So like I said, it's just very similar tech, and since I'm into that stuff, they're another one. It's the ripple effect. I talk about it all the time. If you got ripple all over you, like I gotta investigate. So another one of my favorite holdings. Not financial advice, but... And then I've been telling you guys about all this DeFi stuff and all these ways to earn passive income and all that. And I don't know if I'll get a copyright hit for this or not, but I'm going to play it for you anyway. Make sure you guys go to Flare Finance. Give them a subscribe. I'm subscribed on my other YouTube channel. Let me go ahead and hook them up. Give them a like. And yeah, watch this. This is what I'm the most excited about. I keep telling you guys that Doge is going to gain utility over this summer, and it's only a little bit of a use case, but it's going to be pretty big, and they're going to be on this platform. I don't know if they address it in the New Year's teaser. I think it was announced earlier this year though, but Doge will be there, XLM will be there, Litecoin will be there, XRP will be there. And so if you want to utilize this platform, those are the assets you'll have to use. Mind you, this is not going to show you a lot about the platform itself. This is just their official New Year's teaser heading into 2021, and it's gotten me hyped up every time I watch it. So let's watch it.
Something discovered. Something different. System.
Your life is your life. Don't let it be clubbed into dank submission. Beyond the watch, there are ways out. There is a light somewhere. It may not be much light, but it beats the darkness.
Ignition sequence start.
Talk to me about Flare Networks. Flare Networks.
They're doing some very interesting stuff with something called the Spark token.
Beyond the watch, the gods will offer you chances. Know them. Take them. Your life is your life.
Why some say the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Is this just fantasy? Caught in
So yeah, there's their hype video. I participated in the beta very briefly last time. It had a couple slight issues, so they scrapped the whole thing, and they should be releasing it again soon. The Flare network is to be launching over, well, let's see. I wonder how long this video is. No, it's 12 minutes. We're not going to do that. I'll get one of those going in the next couple days. Flare Finance is a separate entity that will run on the Flare network. The Flare network and Flare Finance are bringing smart contracts to all kinds of stuff. They're going to give Ethereum a major run for their money. You can write that down and remember it because you just watch. I'm going to go ahead and close this up. Sounds like my wife might need some help with the kids, so I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys later.